What's up, guys? Got a good subject today. I was talking about some stuff about working hard on one of my previous videos, and I had someone ask me to give a definition of what working hard means in MMA and what working hard means in fighting. And it's several things, but obviously training hard. Training hard is number one. Being at the gym consistently, being at the gym 5 to 6 days a week. If you're trying to be a fighter, there's no way anybody that wants to fight, I mean, this is whether you're fighting in the UFC or you want to be in the UFC or you just want to fight a couple local fights, there's no reason why you shouldn't be training 5 days a week. There's no reason. That doesn't mean you always go to the gym. Maybe you do your own stuff. Maybe you go run. Maybe you go to hot yoga. Maybe you stretch your body out. Maybe you do a workout at the gym, sprints on a treadmill or whatever. Maybe you swim. Whatever it is, there's no way you should be training less than 5 days a week if you're trying to fight. And if your schedule doesn't allow, there's exceptions. If you're in college or whatever and you're trying to make it work and you can find a balance. But even that, you should be able to train every day. You should be able to train 5 days a week and still be able to run for 30, 40 minutes, whatever work you're doing. But working hard, guys, working hard, doing more rounds than the majority of people in the gym. You as a fighter, a lot of gyms don't have separate classes for fighters because they're not big enough, which is, understandable, right? Well, there's no reason why any fighter should be doing less rounds than the regular people. That's one thing I would say as far as working hard. If you're a fighter, you should be doing more rounds than almost anybody in the gym. And you should try to do more rounds than even the other fighters. Y'all should make that a friendly competition with each other, right? But working hard, listening to your coach, listening to instructions means working hard. And drilling techniques, doing the stuff you don't want to do. Working hard is required even if it's not hard. It's not hard to drill technique. It can be boring. It can be, you just get tired of doing the same stuff, but that's how you get good. So working hard can mean many things, but it doesn't always mean that you have to run, you have to do more, you have to go harder all the time. It just means doing the work. It means doing the stuff that needs to be done. And drilling is a big part of that. So you need to work hard, but it doesn't always have to be hard. It just needs to be consistent, it needs to be done. And it needs to be done right. You need it when you drill techniques, whether it's grappling, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whether it's defense, striking, your techniques need to be drilled perfect. So you need to drill the stuff and you need to do it perfect. Learning the technique perfect is part of working hard, in my opinion, as well. So it's that's a broad answer, I guess, but working hard is not just coming in and going hard every day and not learning technique and skills. Working hard is not just going hard and not drilling. These are things that consist of hard work as well in mixed martial arts. You need to do all of it. It needs to be a combination of going slow for an hour and only drilling 3 techniques in that hour. It needs to be a combination of sparring 8 or 10 rounds or however many rounds your team does. It needs to be a combination of running extra, swimming. It needs to be a combination of all that. But I feel like most people know if they're working hard. And if you don't know if you're working hard, some people question if they're working hard enough. But if you don't know if you're working hard, look around at your team. There's no reason why, if you're trying to be a fighter, anybody on your team should be working harder than you, unless their schedule just allows them to train twice a day. And I'm talking about even the practice you're allowed to go to. You should be mad if someone gets more reps than you because you're talking and they're not, because you're playing around and BSing and you're taking your time. Like, I make my guys shadow box a lot. We start off every practice, striking practice, with 3 rounds of shadow boxing. And I got guys that work hard, but they sit there, they take their time, they wrap their hands, they miss 2 rounds of shadow boxing and act like it's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal. It's a big deal in the big spectrum of things. So working hard is many things. It means coming to practice on time. It means if you're late, you need to be running through the door. You need to be running and apologizing and getting your ass on the mat and doing as much as you can. You're not hurting your coach by being late. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting your coach by taking 10 minutes in between practice. Like, let's say you transition from a grappling class and then you go into a striking class. and you got to take time in between to wrap your hands and get a drink and catch your breath from the grappling. You're not hurting your coach by taking your time. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting your teammates. You're hurting yourself. So something to think about. Working hard means a combination of things, and you need to find a good balance and make sure you're putting in effort. Put in as much effort as you can put in for yourself. Simple answer. If you're got any other subjects you'd like me to talk about, leave a comment below. If you're new to martial arts and you're looking for a gym near you, get my book, The Ultimate Guide to Choosing Your Martial Arts School and Instructor. Link is in the description below. Thank you guys.